Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into soaking rains and a lot of mountain snow across the northwest, and there's even going to be a lot of rain across parts of the southeast here. Now I'm first going to tell you guys why I've not been active so much this week here. It's because I just need a little break from YouTube and school because I just had finals Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I just need to take a couple of days off here, and I just don't really have much of the energy. I'm just exhausted from it. But now I am back, and I know I'm a little late on this here, at least for the Northwest here, but I'm not late for the Southeast here. And I'll get a Christmas forecast sometime this weekend here. I do have an idea what would happen here and where you could see a good chance or whoever could see a white Christmas this year here. So let's begin with the European model here. So what we currently got going on here, we got a surge of moisture coming in from parts of Oregon and Washington here. It's bringing in a good amount of moisture. It's actually producing quite a bit of mountain snow there. And that's going to continue throughout the rest of the day on Friday here. This is a pretty good surge of energy coming on onto shore here. And typically, when you got a lot of energy to hit shore, usually it will die down a little bit. But you can see here, there's your round of showers and maybe some thunderstorms. But I think it's too chilly for that. Usually a low pressure developing just off the coast of California. You can see here those bouts there is snowing up there. And it seems like that energy goes further south here, and you can see here it hits land, and it kind of gets disorganized there. And after that, this same piece of energy here, it's actually going to be moving further south. That would be getting some of you folks for like parts of the Southwest and even like Colorado, Texas, and Oklahoma. Maybe we'll get to see a little bit of a wet or could be a little bit of a snowy Christmas up in those mountains there, but that's going to have to be on a different video here. Let's first take a look into rainfall amounts because this looks to be could be the more significant one. You can see Washington here just getting soaked with rain here for the European model. And this is just the next 3 days here. So you can see over 6 inches of rain in a few spots there. Even going down into parts of Oregon there, similar situation, but up to 7 inches of rain. Even along the coast of California here, you can see there up to 4 inches. And let's look into snow here. You can see here, next 3 days, a lot of snow. 53 inches. I don't know if that'll be overdone or not, but that is a lot of snow. 20 inches there. You can see here, for the mountains of California, see quite a bit of snow as well. And let's go ahead and move to the southeast here for the European model. Or you know what? Let's just go ahead and go over to GFS for Northwest very quick. So the GFS has not been doing great for the past couple of events, so I do not trust the GFS that much here. We'll look into the NAM as well. So you can see here a lot of moisture coming in. It's a very similar situation here. You can see it then a new low develops. It seems like it could be a little bit of a stronger low there as it reaches onto shore there. And then you can see here that piece of energy is actually a little bit weaker there as well. Here's your snowfall amounts for the next 3 days here. It's going to look funky here. You can see here kind of similar snowfall amounts here. At least there's an agreement for that. But let's look into those rainfall amounts though. Now this is not really a high-res model by any means here. So these rainfall amounts will be underdone here. See here it's predicting about 2-3 inches of rain, even 4 inches of rain. I think there will be a little bit more rain than that there. And then the NAM here will give us kind of a good idea here. As you can see here, it's bringing in a lot of rain for those mountains there. 7 inches, 6 inches, even up to 8 inches there. A little bit lower amounts along the coast of California there, but it's pretty isolated with those higher amounts. And keep in mind, this goes at 60 hours, so it does not quite go through the entire event. But the snowfall amounts, so it's going to be, yeah, a lot of snow here. Yeah, about 60 inches here. There's a pretty widespread 3 to 10 inches of snow here, at least in Oregon, but across parts of California here, pretty widespread 10 to 25 inches of snow there. Now let's move on to the southeast. Which, they're not going to see any snow, but they will see a lot of rain. So your piece of, I don't know why it does that, goes in twice, but you can see here, your piece of energy is out in Texas here currently, around San Antonio and Houston. So here's 10 o'clock in the morning. So your piece of energy is out over the Gulf of Mexico. Now it should start to intensify. Now, we're not going to be expecting this to be like a tropical storm or a hurricane or anything like that. It doesn't really have those characteristics to become a named storm by any means here. You can see here a lot of rain comes on shore there. You can see here there's even a chance of severe weather across southern Florida, but we're not really going to talk too much about that. You can see here there could be some big storms there though. Across Florida there, you can see a lot of rain goes. You just see there a lot of rain just went across Alabama, Georgia, Florida, even the Carolinas as well. We'll see a lot of rain out of this here. It seems like the low pressure system kind of stalls out a little bit afterwards. But let's look into those rainfall amounts. From the European model here, you can see the rainfall amounts pretty widespread, 1 to 3 inches, but I can see higher amounts, maybe up to 6 inches of rain in a few spots here. You see even parts of Florida there even getting quite a bit of rain as well. The GFS here, I think this is a little bit more accurate look here. You see here rainfall amounts up to 6 inches of rain in a few spots, 1 to 3 inches out there. Southern Florida here, I think you can see a little bit more rain than that, but it seems like they're indicating maybe a line of severe thunderstorms that could come along shore here. Probably for like Tampa, Orlando, and Palm Bay there. But this is a little bit of a southern track here, though. I think this could be a little bit further up north, but this is only 60 hours. So it just does not go throughout the whole event, but it does get parts of Alabama in there. In Georgia, 3 to 4 inches of rain. Seems like it could be a little bit overdone there, but that is still possible. We could take a look at the thunderstorm thing on here. And it seems like it does not show those thunderstorms there, but I'll say those will be thunderstorms there. You can see here there is a chance of thunderstorms around, so I'll say there's going to be plenty of instability there. Let's look at the winds here with this storm here. So you can see winds, it's not that windy here. You can see probably between 10 to 20 miles an hour, maybe up to 25 mile an hour gusts. Here, that's like I said here, not really having much of any tropical characteristics here. You can see here, it does have the winds to become a tropical depression, but we'll see about this here. Things can change here. I can see this being a pretty disorganized tropical depression here. So the chances for a tropical depression will probably be a 4 out of 10 on this one. But anyways, let's look into some other models here really quick. Why not? So here's the CMC model here. So let's go ahead and get the rainfall accumulations. You see it's just bullseye the northwest there with a lot of rain. And there's your southeast here. You can see here, it's even showing a lot of rain for parts of Tennessee there. But I think that's overdone there, though. I would say that. You can see the Carolinas are getting bullseye with about 7 inches of rain, maybe even 8 inches of rain there. Florida, same way with 4 to 5 inches of rain, and same thing for Alabama and Georgia. Even Mississippi and Louisiana has a chance of reaching 3 inches for the CMC model. Let's look into the snow here as well for the Northwest here. You can see here, it's not really a high-res model. But as you can see here, maybe snow about a foot. It'll bounce to California there. I do not know what they're called though. I know there's a name for those. But you can see here, even parts of Washington, they're seeing maybe up to 3 feet. But I'll say there could be more than 3 feet though. But again, this is not really a high res model, so yeah, it's not gonna show a really accurate amount of snowfall total there. But excuse me. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update here for the Northwest and the Southeast. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. If y'all guys get questions about this, you can put it in the comment section down below. I answer you guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next video.